fact, it's time now to sex it up, because when it comes to motorsport, you can't get anything sexier than Porsche racing. And as you can see there, we're talking about sweet 16 of these lovely cars, the 997s and the 996s, and a world first. So to set the scene for this year's exciting showdown for the Battery Town Porsche GT3 Cup Challenge, here's Shane Drake with Mr. Porsche New Zealand, and our co-commentator Grant Smith.
Well, a special treat this year for the Porsche Battery Town GT3 Cup Challenge, and the General Manager for Porsche New Zealand, Grant Smith, joins me. And Grant, tell me what's happening, what's so special? Oh, look, we're really excited this weekend, Drakey. This weekend is the worldwide launch of the new 2008 911 GT3 Cup car. And I guess it's such a big deal for Porsche that even in Porsche Motorsport, they've sent down 2 of their senior executives this weekend to New Zealand to see how the car's going to go. So, great and exciting time for us. Well, we know it's a premium brand, but is that good for New Zealand motorsport and you? Mate, it's fantastic for motorsport. I mean, one of the great things I think with Porsche is that we are a sports car company, and the great thing with motor racing, it's a demonstration of the competence of the cars and I guess the technical ability, and they look fantastic. It's amazing.
Thanks, guys. Cars lining up for race number 1. Joining me for the commentary is Grant Smith, CEO of the series. Grant, exciting debut for the 08 Cup cars here in New Zealand. We're on board here with Daniel Gaunt.
Yeah, it's a really exciting thing for us. It's the first worldwide debut of the new 2008 997 GT3 Cup car, and it's a great thing. We've even got some big guests from Porsche come down this weekend to see the guys live in action. Another one of the onboards there with Paul Kelly and the new Crusaders colours for 07-08. Another one of our onboards is with my co-commentator from last season, Tim Martin. We're on board with him now in the higher hubby car. Well, there's big problems. Big problems there for one of the cars. That's Jody Vincent. Clouds of smoke billowing out of the Coke and Tools GT3 before the start of the race. Yeah, that looked kind of serious. Well, quite unusual for the category actually to have that much smoke, but I'm sure we'll be back for race 2.
Anyway, let's have a look at the grids for race number 1. The usual suspects off the front row, Matt Halliday and Craig Baird. Jono Lester, the 2 young guns with Ant Pedersen making up row 2, and Matt Halliday a full second a lap quicker than Fabian Coulthard's qualifying record set here in November last year.
A couple of new people there, Mark Russ and Tim Martin entering the category for the first time, which is great to see.
Mike Morton back in, the Mad Butcher number 80, qualifying there in 14th. So we are without, obviously, Jody Vincent. Major problems for that car as we go to the green for the first race of the weekend for the Battery Town Porsche GT3 Cup Challenge.
Great start from Matt Halliday again. I mean, that's one of the important things in this category is getting off the line well, and he's got a great lead from Viedo going in through the S's.
Another great start there from Tim Martin, and Mark Russ just a little bit slow getting away from the start through the S's onto the back straight for the first lap. Go on board with Tim Martin. A replay of the start. He's down the inside of Rob Steele, then goes to the inside of Mark Russ, who I suspect misses a gear. Contact between Tim Martin and Rob Steele down into 1. That is a big place to be having contact down there, Grant.
Indeed. I mean, look, those guys, they're in that 996 trophy. We've got 2 classes this year, 996 and 97. And basically, I guess those 2 will be fighting out at front there.
Well, the 2 young guns have gone by. Matt Halliday here. Jono Lester up into 2nd in the Blackwood Pikel's GT3. Craig Baird leads. And Pedersen's gone through as well. And Matt Halliday back there in 4th. So not a good start for Matt Halliday.
Yeah, he was certainly a bit slow in the back straight there, wasn't he? So maybe he's got some gear selection problems or a bit of teething problem with the new car.
Also back there behind Matt Halliday is the Australian Rodney Forbes.
You can see how quickly he said Daniel's going past Matt there. There's something obviously wrong with Matt's car.
Yeah, Halliday definitely with problems here as Paul Kelly goes by him as well. Just saying, Rodney Forbes, our Australian visitor, here to do the entire contest.
Yeah, Rodney's basically, he's actually an ex-V8 supercar guy. He did V8 supercars between 99 and 2002. And he sort of had a couple of years off back from Carrera Cup last year, and just looking forward to doing the series this year.
Fantastic onboard shots down the back straight at Pukekohe. These cars approaching probably upwards of 270 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, I think in qualifying they were measuring sort of 282 at the back of the back straight, so they certainly get up there and go.
Brake lock up there from Craig Baird, under pressure from Jono Lester, and that's another new thing for the 08 cars, no ABS.
Yeah, that's right, Jamie. They've got no ABS in these new 997 cars, so compared to the 996s, they're really getting back to driver ability and making sure that drivers can brake to their best potential.
Jono Lester doing a very, very good job here, certainly keeping Craig Baird honest. We haven't seen where Matt Halliday's fallen back through the field to. So obviously problems there for the pole sitter.
Yeah, I think for all of them, if you think everybody, basically, this is a brand new car for everyone, that this is completely new. They're all still learning the car. I mean, they only literally got the cars for the first time on Thursday morning. So it's a great result to see them all out there.
Craig Baird's already gone quickest with a 58.6 on lap number 2, so that will be a new track record. Was 58.7 held by Fabian Coulthard from November last year, so already the cars are going quicker, and I'd expect to see those times come down over the weekend.
Here's Daniel Gaunt in the mega car. He's obviously joined the series this year. He's come from Toyota Racing Series. He was the current Toyota Racing Series champion, Lady Wigram Trophy winner, and also Grand Prix winner from last year, so it's great to see him entering the category this year.
Good to see the Mitre 10 Mega Colours back. Fabian Coulthard driving the car last year in the Batterytown Porsche GT3 Cup.
Well, there's Mark Ross, obviously a problem. We suspect he's got some sort of clutch problem from the sounds when he went past the pits a couple of times, so he's parking it for the day.
Mark Russ, another youngster that's come into the class from the Toyota Racing Series, just 21 years of age. And at 18 years of age, Jono Lester, a young man with a big future and doing a heck of a job here early in race number 1 for the weekend.
Yeah, of all the youngsters, he's probably the guy that's had the most experience in the Porsches. I mean, they've got this thing down in Taupo where they run a 996 for GT3 rides and that, so he's probably done lots and lots of laps. Although this is a brand new car, and I guess getting to grips with this, but he's probably got the experience to bring compared to young Ant and Daniel Gaunt.
Yeah, Ant Pedersen here on screen in the Volvo colours, another graduate from one of the smaller classes, Mini Challenge, raced a 4th in the championship last year. His first full season in motor racing, of course. His dad, Paul Pedersen, who's been a long-time campaigner in the Porsches previously as well.
Yeah, I'm sure Paul will be watching nervously from the pits, edging and probably just dying to get out there and have a go himself.
So Ant Pedersen is in 3rd. This is the battle for 4th and 5th, just behind Rodney Forbes and Daniel Gaunt as we go back on board with Tim Martin. This is the battle for the lead in the 996 trophy with Rob Steele.
Yeah, it's great to see Rob back. Rob basically just got an updated car this year, so he's looking forward to coming to the category. And he and Timmy, obviously in the toughest, meanest pink car, having a great battle there in the lead for the 996 trophy.
Round off the hairpin though, Rodney Forbes, the car getting lots of air off the bump.
Yeah, and certainly Daniel's putting a lot of pressure on Rodney there, trying to get past. He's keen to he said he hadn't qualified as well as he wanted to, and he's really keen to make up for it in this race.
Going back through, this is Shane McKillen, another one of the new 997 Cup cars. Yeah, and that's where Matt Halliday is, just behind him.
Shane's just formed a new team this year, Triple X Motorsport, so it's great to see him. He's set up a new team. He's got 4 guys. He's running Matt and Craig himself, the Mad Butcher and Rodney Forbes, so it's great to see a new team into the category.
So Shane McKillen 7th, Matt Halliday 8th. They are on the last lap. Craig Baird works his way off the hairpin in the Barron's Motorhomes 997. Jono Lester not too far away.
It's a great result for Jono. I think he'd be extremely pleased with that running in 2nd place.
Maximum attack up over the hill at Pukekohe, down to the line. It's going to be Craig Baird, victory number 1 for the weekend. Jono Lester, outstanding result in 2nd, and another great result for young Ant Pedersen in 3rd.
Yeah, it's a great result for the guys. I mean, it's literally the youngsters really shining in the category. I mean, the old campaigner, but the youngsters certainly keeping them honest in that respect.
The familiar number 1 on the side with Craig Baird on the window. He takes out race 1 of the weekend for the Batterytown Porsche GT3 Cup. Ant Pedersen 2nd. He got ahead of Jono Lester, who got penalised 5 seconds for jumping the start. Australian Rodney Forbes 4th, Daniel Gaunt 5th, and Paul Kelly 6th in the Crusaders colours. First 996 trophy car home was Rob Steele in 8th.
Well, Ant Pedersen, a fantastic start to your 997 championship. 2nd, you picked up a place due to Jono Lester jumping the start.
Yeah, I'm stoked with the 2nd, obviously, but I mean, it was due to a few guys' misfortune. You know, Jono and Matty, unfortunately, I'm not too sure what happened to Matty, but Jono jumped the start, so was deemed to, so yeah, it's unfortunate for them, but you know, I'll certainly take it, and yeah, she's a bit harder than a mini race.
Jono 2nd on the track, but you had that position taken away from you.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm disappointed, to be honest. To still be in the top 3 in my first race is great. That was the goal. Unfortunately, they deemed me to be sitting a couple of inches in front of my starting box, so I didn't actually jump the start as such, but that's the rules, and it's judge of fact, so I can't protest it either. But it was a great race, and Beto wasn't getting away too much, and I think I learned a lot about keeping composure, and it was really good.
Well, Craig, business as usual in New Zealand, but obviously something happened to Matty's car.
Yeah, he got a good jump off the start, which sort of surprised me. I didn't see a 5-second board. I'm looking for a 5-second board, and I'm sitting there looking through, and then I looked up, I saw red lights on, so I absolutely cocked the start up, but he jumped me on the start, and then his thing just, he said he had some sort of gearbox issue. I don't really know, I haven't spoken to him, but so he sort of got gifted it, really.